Hi. Look who's back with episode 6. Today we want to talk about the present simple or the simple present. It is, let's say, one of the most important tenses in English. And if we know how to use that properly, we're already halfway through. And it's quite easy. I would say it's really easy, especially if you start studying other languages, then you realize how easy English is. So, page 35, the simple present. What do we use it for? We use the simple present to describe routines or habits. So, routine is something that is your normal activity. Like you wake up every day at a certain time, every day you have breakfast, every day you have lunch. So this is your routine, something that happens, let's say, again and again. Or when you're talking about habits is, for example, you have a bad habit of smoking, so you smoke every day, or you have a good habit of brushing your teeth. Before you go to bed, you do it every night. So that becomes a habit. It's important that they happen again and again. For example, I always eat lunch with friends, or our class meets at 7 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, this is happening again and again. Super easy. When we want to make a positive sentence, we just have the base of the verb, like sleep, for I and you, and for you, we and they. The only difference is, only difference, is when you are talking about he, she, or it, which in this case, you add S to the verb. Voila. Super easy. So, I repeat, that's the only rule. After he, she, and it, or a singular noun subject, we have the verb with an S, or an ES, or an IES. That's the spelling. The spelling is different. I'll explain to you how they certainly are. But just remember that these are third-person singular. For example, he buys things online. Let's see, when do we use ES and when do we use IES? In your book, if you go to page 203, it tells you the rules. Quite easy rule. You add just S to the base of the verb. Simple, like works, plays, reads, and writes. However, if your verb end in X, CH, SH, or double S, you add ES. That's it. Like boxes, classes, watches, washes. And if your verb ends in a consonant plus Y, you change the Y to I, you change, and then you add ES. So study, you cross out Y, you add IES. Carry, you cross out Y, you add IES. Fly, you cross out Y, you add IES. As Turks would say, bitti, finished. That's it. Seriously, that's it. So I repeat, if you're talking about something that you do again and again, like a routine or habit, if you have I, you, and they, or anything that means I, you, and they, your verb is simple. If it's he, she, or it, or anything that means he, she, or it, for example, instead of he, you have Tom. Instead of she, you have machine. Instead of it, you have the table. You add ES or IES to your verb. One more thing, the verb have. This is the only thing this is irregular. Do you remember we talked about irregular? We said when they are not normal. This is the only irregular one we have. The verb have, you can't say have. What you do is you change it to has. That's it. So let's practice. You know what you need to do. Practice 8. It says complete each sentence. Write the correct form of the verb. So I have or has. I have two roommates, Joe and Michael. Fill the gaps. I think 2 minutes is enough. So, how many questions? 10. What do? You fill the gaps. How many time? 2 minutes. Pause. Ding. Ding, ding. So, I have 2 roommates, Joe and Michael. My roommates and I, so it's my roommates and I, it's more than one person, it's 2 people. It's like we. So it should be simple. My roommates and I do the same things every weekend. Joe is like he, so it works. At a restaurant on Friday and Saturday. Remember, these are the only ones. Let's go. It has. I eat there with friends every weekend. Michael, he spends the time outdoors on weekends. He go for long rides on his bike. Play, he and his friends, more than one person, it's they. So it's play. Soccer, 2, Joe, Michael, and I. Again, it's more than one person. It's we have a good time on weekends. Done. Okay, so what did I want to say? That's it. Did we talk about do? Just a little spelling reminder, because my spelling sucks. My spelling is really bad. So I'm going to focus on this again. Number 3, work finishes in K, so you add just S. 4 is irregular. Eat, spends. Number 6 ends in D, so you just add S. Go ends in O, so you add ES, because it's a vowel. Play, nothing, have, 10 is left. Why did I miss 10? On Sunday evening, we all, so it's study. If it was he, for example, just a reminder, you cross out I, you add IES. For example, he studies English. Cool. Another practice on spelling. Good for me. I'm horrible in spelling. I adjust now. I'm sorry. I'm learning with you. Practice number 9. It says, write the simple present verb. Use the third person singular form for help with spelling. You can go to page 203. I think we don't need it, right? Maybe we can just remind ourselves over here. Remember, we have base plus S. For example, speak. Then we had, if your base ends in one of the letters that we had X, SH, SS, and what else did we have? Let's take a look again. XSH and double S or CH. So XCH, SS, and SH. We add ES. For example, church, chiz. And then we had, if your base ends in Y or consonant plus Y, you cross out I, Y, and add IES. Like, for example, carry. And you cross out Y, you add IES. It changes into carries. Okay. Let's go and do the exercises. 10 questions. You change the verb spelling-wise to fix your sentence. For example, fly a pilot. A pilot is one person, like he or she. You need to add just an S. Fly ends in Y. You cross out Y. You add IES. Flies. 2 minutes. Ding. Pause. Ding, ding. We're back. Number 2. Maria, she cooks. Let me write this in red. It's better. Or red looks similar. Let's use another color. For example, this green. No, that's horrible. This green. No, I don't like any of them. I'll go with blue. And then with this pink. Okay, he fixed. And then we need to add ES because it finishes with X. Wash. And then we need to add ES because it's SH. This one. Study. We cross out Y. We add IES. Watch. You add ES. Have is one of those exceptions. It's has. It. Rain. Simple. You just add S. Read. Simple. We just add S. He. Go ends in O. We add ES. Goes to work. So let's read. A pilot flies a plane. Maria cooks for her family. He fixes cars. Who washes the dishes? He studies math. Peel watches sports on TV. She has brown hair. It rains every day in some places. It rains every day in some places. Number 9, she reads her email. And 10, he goes to work by train. Remember, all of these are either routines or habits. Last part, practice number 10. It says correcting verb errors. In a sentence, you've got a verb that is wrong. Correct it. How many sentences? 8. 2 minutes? Let's look at one example, though. For example, number 1. I am get up at 7 a.m. You don't need 2 verbs. Just one. So I get up, and it doesn't need an S because it's I. Ding. Ding, ding. I get up at 7 a.m. Number 2. First, I am take a shower. Again, you don't need am, just take. A hot shower feel good in the morning. A hot shower is like it. So it should be feels good. We have a small TV in the kitchen. We have. You know, after a while, they become automatic. You don't need to think. Sometimes we watch the news on TV. Pancakes, my favorite breakfast. You don't. Where's the verb? My pancakes are my favorite breakfast. We drink coffee in the morning, and coffee gets me ready for the day. Now, do you remember that a few episodes ago we talked about word partners, and we said words that they come together, they are like married, they are partners, and they always come together, or they usually come together. If you don't remember, you can go to page 25 and look at them. But I'll give you some examples. For example, let me see, what do I remember? For teeth, what do we say? For teeth. What's the verb that goes with teeth? Brush. What about, for example, coffee? What's the verb that goes with coffee? What do you do with coffee? Drink. But before you drink it, what do? Make. Good. For example, my hair. If I've got messy hair, what do? It starts with an S. Fix my hair. One more. For example, makeup. Makeup. What's the verb that goes with makeup? Put on. Sorry for the messy handwriting. These were some examples. Go to page 25 to remember them. But here we've got again word partners or collocations. Drink coffee or tea, have coffee or tea, make a phone call, take the bus, take my car, wash or do the dishes, and watch TV. Practice 11. So you've got some verbs, and it says, choose the verb that goes with the bold-faced noun. So what's a bold-faced noun? Here you've got phone, shower, breakfast, dishes, phone calls, and hair. I had already talked about hair before. Okay, now, some of the verbs can match different nouns. Be careful which one you use for what. You've got 6 sentences, 2 minutes. Ding! Okay, let's go back. Ding, ding. In the morning, I check my phone for messages. Next, I have a shower. After that, I make breakfast. Then I do the dishes. Sometimes I take phone calls. And I fix my hair. Now, I know you have a question. You're thinking, okay, I put next I take a shower. Yeah, take a shower is okay too. You can also take a shower, but you cannot have phone calls. I have phone calls. No, it doesn't make sense. Then sometimes you take phone calls. Either you make phone calls, you call, ding, 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 hello, Mom. Or you take phone calls. Your mom calls, ring, ring, hello. That's taking a call. Make breakfast. You can also have breakfast. That means eating it. Do the dishes. You can fix the dishes if the dishes are broken. And you can take the dishes to the kitchen, for example. And you can make the dishes if you are a dish maker. Sometimes I take phone calls, or as I said, make phone calls. I have phone calls. Sometimes I have phone calls. It's weird, but maybe you can use have as well. And I fix my hair. You can do your hair as well. And make my hair. Sometimes you can say I make my hair. Like when you go to the hairdresser, you have your hair made. You can take your hair. Like you take a piece, cut a piece and take it somewhere. But we're talking about the one that makes more sense. Okay, last but not least, it says write 5 or more true statements about yourself. In each statement, use one verb and one noun from the box. Use word partners. Okay. How many sentences? 5 minutes? Write a sentence using one verb and one noun. 5 minutes. I'll think too. Ding! Ding, ding. So it's super important that these sentences are true. You can write your sentences in the comment sections. I will comment on them if they are wrong. About me. Every morning I make breakfast for my family. So that's not true. Not true for me. Every morning I have breakfast. I have breakfast. Yeah. What about, let's see, TV. Every evening, we, then I'm an I, watch TV. That's what we do. So I've got TV, I've got breakfast, I've got watch, and I have every day around 11, I make coffee for myself. I only have coffee in the morning because I can't sleep if I have it in the afternoon. Take shower. I take a shower after, what's this? After gym. So my routine is after gym. Whenever I go to gym, after gym, I take a shower. And last but not least, comb my hair. I comb my hair. I actually don't comb my hair. I brush my hair. I brush my hair, or better sentence. Let's make it negative. I don't comb my hair. I brush my hair. There we go. End of episode 6. Write your sentences in the comments. Promise to come and look at them and fix them if they are wrong.